Many psychologists, many philosophers have talked about this, but now for the first time in the history of the world, you can study it scientifically. The trick now is to identify people who have this state, which is tricky because you're looking at somebody's subjective experience and then correlating that subjective experience with specific physiological changes. And I would say the most powerful methodology that we'll have in the future will probably be biochemical, and it'll probably be DNA. Because ultimately, when you're looking at long-term changes in the physiology, it's all orchestrated by DNA, which is this beautiful molecule in virtually every cell, which determines everything in our lives. There's a funny story in a book where the lady is told by her doctor, you got to stop smoking. And she says, well, that's what my last three doctors told me, but they're already dead, So some people have those genes that are just amazing, that they can live to 95, 100 or whatever. We don't completely understand that. We just know that some people have that. Much more likely is a larger group of people that are living a good lifestyle. Sometimes these are in certain areas of the world, and we can identify their diet, maybe a Mediterranean diet, some sort of diet which has characteristics of not overeating certain things and just eating kind of in a very regulated way, that they help exercise. And now we've seen some very interesting studies on meditation, where we find that transcendental meditation, other techniques, where the experience of meditation, particularly over a period of time, will change what's called gene expression. So foods will turn genes on and off. But it turns out meditation will also turn genes on and off. Exercise will turn genes on and off. Sleep patterns will turn genes on and off. If we really study the growth of higher states of consciousness, what we're seeing is the development of a more ideal gene expression, where these genes are being turned on and off in just the perfect way to maintain ideal health. And meditation is a huge, important part of that. That doesn't mean meditation does everything. You still have to eat well. You still have to exercise. You still have to sleep well. But it is a major contributor to longevity, to cardiovascular health. There have been some major studies on cardiovascular health, which really show that TM reduces heart attacks in subjects who have already had some heart attack, and they were studied over time. And those that started the practice of TM had a huge improvement compared to those that didn't do TM.